Hello everybody, and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons! Today, I'm just out of bed, if I'm honest. Just even a bunch of fun the other day. Invite me over again sometime. I'm real curious about the secret rooms I haven't seen yet. Well, listen, you've seen all the rooms. Dear Steven, it was kind of you to help me with my fashion studies. Here are 2 Taylor's tickets. Trade them for you. We are 6,000 bells worth of Snake. Hey Steven, I'm stuck on a workout plateau, so I decided to try something different. Writing letters. It's the ultimate type of musical muscle confusion program, Colonel. My hands have never been so buff, and it's all thanks to you, Colonel. Later, from Snake. Alright. I don't exactly see how that would really work. Man, if writing made your hands buff, why are my hands not buff? I've been doing a lot of writing for my Japanese notes, including a lot of drawing things I've never really done before. Oh, well, she's gonna take a nap. I'll have to talk with Caroline later. She's busy. May as well come say hi to Diva. I do want to get to the Nooklings kind of soon because cheers, I close to my mic, boom. Because it is quarter to noon. Soups, stay as long as you like. Want chat? What's up? See something funny? You're wondering what steel how I'm dressed? No, I'm not. Wear botanical tank dress around. Looks better than you thought of me, huh? Ain't a trick question. Both know the answer is yes. Of course it looks good on you. It's your shirt. It's the only one you ever wear. Diva. Okay, we need to get her new clothes. I'm gonna need to, go through stuff and, find Diva something new. Caroline, Diva needs new clothes. Cashew, glad to see you. It's the latest. A little fresh air never fails to cheer me up, Peanut. That is very fair. Actually, let's just head straight to the Nooklings now. Because if we have a super amazing turnip price, I want to take advantage of it. And if my inventory is full of fossils and junk, I won't be able to do that. So, you know. Alright, boys. What do you got for me? What do I need today? Turnip price. 122. Okay. It's not super amazing. I'll wait for the afternoon. Also, man, I would love to just have, a Japanese, futon instead of this bed that I've got. And I know there's undoubtedly going to be some people going, but it's a bed. Yeah, that thing takes up so much room. And a futon I could just roll up and move out of the way. And Frisk could still have somewhere comfy to nap. It wouldn't be as big, but she'd still have somewhere comfy to nap. I'd have somewhere more comfortable to sleep because I don't deal with beds well. It'd be great. I'd have to find something to do with the mattress and box spring. I'm sure I could find somewhere on the other side of the basement to shove them. Honestly, there is another, little room over there that, in the most extreme sense, could probably serve as a guest room if it was ever actually finished. And, if that room over there was actually properly finished with, a ceiling put in, walls actually put up. It has little walls, they're just planks of wood, but, there's no, gyprock or anything, and there's exposed concrete, which basically means that there's constant just concrete dust everywhere, because that's just how concrete walls work. But, if the rest of the basement was finished, basically, over there could possibly be, a little guest room. It's basically just big enough that you could put, a dresser and this bed into it, kind of thing. I used to use it as my, my computer room, until I realized, oh wait, there's, concrete dust everywhere, and there's no way that's good for computers. That is before I got this computer. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what killed my old hard drive, was just somehow some concrete dust got somewhere it shouldn't have and shorted something out. Honestly, my current computer might be a little better there, but I still wouldn't want to put my computer there, especially now that my computer's worth, like, probably close to about 2,000 bucks. Honestly, if you go by market value for my graphics card, that thing averages these days around, like, on the money rock, yeah? Yeah. That thing averages for like 900 US dollars right now, and it is not worth that. Oh, someone sent us a book. He's full of snacks, and he sent us knowledge. Tasty knowledge. You know, before I go in there, just because there is this big shadow right here, my brain was just like, wait, this could be something. So let's see if it is something. Assuming it takes notice of the bobber. Which it doesn't want to do. Can't blame it. I wouldn't want to either. Let's see. Oh, it's money. It is money. And the end of my fishing rod. So it looks like I'm going to go quickly buy a fishing rod before I carry on. Because I don't want to dig up that fossil and then have it take up my fishing rod spot. And then, yeah. I like my inventory being very nice, neat, and organized. But, there is actually something kind of card game related I can talk about today. I know I talk a lot about card games. I like card games. And that is Elestrals Clash is having an open beta. I don't know how long that open beta will last. And I want to give a few thoughts on it about basically my first, like, hour playing it. I think it was about an hour I was playing. Let me check the exact time. Yeah, about an hour. It has a long way to go. They call it an open beta, I call it an open alpha. Though, I suppose, well, no. It does fall into alpha camp. It feels like a playable version of the game that has not even remotely begun being, like, fixed and optimized yet. Pinky! But you headed over here when you smell what I'm prepping, didn't you? Curious what it is? I am. Right now I'm prepping some coconut oil. Recipes from a so-called influencer that I'm not jealous of. You want my recipe yet? Yep, yeah I do. From the kitchen of Chic Chef herself, coconut oil, the tastiest stuff ever. Man, okay, this is off topic of Elestrals, but on topic of coconuts. The current shampoo I'm using smells like freaking coconut cupcakes, and it's not fair. I want to eat it, but I can't. Why they gotta make it smell like food? That's not cool. But, yeah, like, one major thing Elestrals Clash definitely needs is, like, reminder text. In one way or another, just reminder text of what all of their various words mean. Like, I should not feel like I'm reading the Adventure Time card game while playing your, you know, what's supposed to be a competitor to Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic, Pokemon, you know. Admittedly, the Adventure Time card game did actually get made, and there at least was a mobile game for it. Which also, I feel, should be a note of, it was easier to understand the Adventure Time card game than it was to understand Elestrals. Now, Elestrals also has a problem. That's also a bonus. Let me explain. So, rather than monetize the cards themselves, what the developers are doing is monetizing cosmetics. Which is fair. That's fine. They can do that. That's actually really nice. What that means is you gain access to every card right away. Muffy! Yo, Steven, how you doing, Nightshade? Let's talk. I can't decide what I want to do next. Do I do bug catching, fishing, maybe gardening? Ah, too many choices. Do fishing! CJ's in town. Get that bread. Morning, bunny. Nah. Good morning, Colonel. Getting an early start. Let's start. Gotta start the day off right. Muscles are a lifestyle, Colonel. That is fair. Oh, there's CJ. But, the problem with that is that they, like every card game, have bad and good cards. Bad and good combos. They have full-out non-bows, which are basically cards that look like they should work together, but don't. So basically, unless you net deck, because the Elestrals Clash, or Elestrals itself, has been a game for a while now, there is an established meta of decks. Unless you net deck, you're probably not going to end up with a actually competent deck. And the people who are playing actually competent decks are going to win. And there's not much you're going to be able to do about it. Unless your opponent does what my opponent in my very first duel did, which was kind of funny if I'm honest. So my opponent, on their very first turn, was sitting there and comboing for like 8 minutes. Cycling these little bears around, doing things. Like, they were comboing and comboing and comboing and comboing. It was 8 minutes of this. They then used an effect, removed all of their little, like, soul counters from their field spell that they had played out, and then just surrendered. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there with a goofy little 4-attack dragon just staring at them like, huh? What just happened? You won. Why did you surrender? But, like, they really could have picked better words for things. There's Gala. And we'll talk with our little piggy friend. Who it is, Butterbean. Nice to see you here, Snorty. Drop something? Oh, can you show me? I mean, you are the closest person to this dropped item, so... Is it yours? Oh, this doesn't belong to me. Come to think of it, Peter Muffy was looking for a lost item. Alright. Take it over to Muffy. First, I'll see if there's anything here I might want. I don't think there's gonna be anything here I want. Not enough to spend a Taylor's ticket. Like... Those feel special to me, you know? Nah. Nothing got my eye. Steven, what kind of clothes do you usually like? How would you describe your style? What I'm wearing? Ooh, I don't know. You're all about, like, green and white checkered pattern, maybe on an apron. Babes, do that thing where you think everyone's you again. I mean, it is a nice design. It's a nice look. So, you know. Oh, yawning. But yeah, like, that honestly creates a bit of a problem, especially where nothing seems really, like, you're not exactly tied to anything. Also, we definitely need to find another goth to move in here, because I don't feel like moving all these flowers. So I guess we'll be doing that today. Let's buy a bunch of Nook Miles tickets. Morning's neat. One chat. Second time running into you today. First is in your dreams. No, it wasn't. You were not there, Simon. I assure you, you were not there. I might have been in yours, but that wouldn't even have been me. It would have been your brain's creation of me. Oh, that was a bug. I thought it was a stick. It wasn't even a walking stick. It still bamboozled me. But, like, it basically means that, like, okay, so you're not tied down to anything. You can basically choose whatever spirits you want to run in your deck. So, like, you could, in theory, run, like, a 5-element deck kind of thing. Don't know why you would, but you could do it. Your only limitation is you can only have 20 of them, and they are also your life. Which I'm not sure I exactly like. I mean, it's not the worst idea, but it definitely feels like it's... It feels like something that they just kind of did because they were like, oh, this is different. Let's do that. Instead of just having standard life and having a resource that's separate. Like, I wouldn't have minded if the resource and life were separate, kind of thing. Like, that... It doesn't help. There's a lot of information on those cards that the game never explains, and I still have no idea what they mean. Like, every card has little symbols on it. I have no idea what any of those little symbols actually mean. I just know that, for whatever reason... Because, like, here's another thing. Here is another thing. Elestrals has evolution, kind of like Pokemon. It's kind of like if Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Had a baby together somehow. Big love child between all three of them. And it kind of didn't take the best parts of any of them. I'm gonna be real. Like, it has evolutions. These evolutions are not specific, so they don't tell you what they need to evolve from. They also, to my understanding, at least from what I can tell from looking at the cards with no explanation given to me, they don't tell you that they're an evolution either. Like, I have one card that's in my deck that I was like, oh, this is just like a 2-cost thing that I can just play out that has pretty good defense on it. No, it's an evolution. I need to already have something on the field to get it out. Which does tell me that it's going to probably have about the same issue that Yu-Gi-Oh! Has, of the player able to get their big evolutions / tribute monsters out first is probably going to be at a pretty massive advantage. Because while there is special summoning at the moment, they don't call it special summoning. I actually forget what they call it, but it's like... It's special casting. Because they had to take half the word from Yu-Gi-Oh!, half the word, and the entire word from Magic. It's like, okay guys, why not just call it glorious duping or glooping? There we go. You glorious dupe. And then, like, there's like, that's kind of how a lot of their wording feels. They either they just smash things together from other games, or just use random words. Like, I'm pretty sure, attaching your energy onto a creature when you summon it is called nexusing. You nexus them. It's like, what? I'm sorry, I'm a StarCraft player. The nexus is the main structure of the Protoss. Like, that ain't the process of attaching an energy to something. You know. Alright, CJ, what do you want from me? What do you want me to do today? Got a esports challenge, man? 3 big time fish. Alright. I can definitely do that. Yes, CJ. Yes, yes, yes. You don't need to ramble that much. But, like, I'm sure Elestrals Clash will be pretty good if they can get all these problems sorted out. Like, they really need to look at how Magic Arena handles things and copy a lot of that. Especially with how similarly their game plays. Pokemon can get away with not doing that because, let's be real, Pokemon is pretty simple. Cards don't have keywords. They just kind of explain to you what they do because each attack is the keyword itself, basically. And then it's explained after the attack what the attack does. Kind of like a card should do. It should explain to you exactly what it does. But with how they have formatted their cards for Elestrals, they really can't do that, so, Congrats on finding my treasure. I thought of this DIY recipe while I was letting loose during dance practice. I'll share it with you since you found this bottle. You'll totes love it too. From Felicity, a creative. It's a giant teddy bear. I do like me a giant teddy bear. So that works out. But like, They really need to look at, like, Magic Arena and just be like, okay, so when you hover over a card, you get to see reminder text of what every keyword says, even if the card itself also has the reminder text written on the card. They make absolutely sure you know what that card does if you hover over it. Elestrals does not do that. Also, Elestrals seems to have a bit of a UI problem. Either that or I'm not understanding correctly. Like, there was a wasp I was playing in my deck that basically reads, when it destroys something by battle, you can special summon another one of it from your hand or deck. That is what the card itself says. When I tried to activate it, I couldn't summon one from my deck. It didn't give me the option. So I just couldn't summon the other one, which kind of defeats the purpose if you can't actually use it as intended. Especially given this wasp is quite literally limited because, it's special summoning another of itself from the deck. Another thing that they definitely could have used was during the tutorial, just simply having auto nexusing on. Because that is an option that it has on by default once you get into actual duels. But in the tutorial, you have to manually click on the energies you want to use. And from what people are talking about, if you click the wrong one, the game will let you still do it in the tutorial, but you can then soft lock your tutorial and not be able to progress because you've used the wrong energy, and they're making you play a dual type deck that allows you to press the wrong energy. And it's like, yeah guys, maybe just have it auto. Just have auto happening. Like, these cards have a cost. Just have it use the cost it says on the card automatically. Especially where it doesn't, like, there isn't, like, dual type energies. That you don't have to, and, you only get so many energies you can use per turn. You kind of choose that before the duel even begin, like during your deck building process. Like, when making my deck, I had to select two of the same energy, basically, because my deck was single color. It was Earth, or whatever. A lot of buggy boys, dinosaurs. So I can't call those dinosaurs. Potatoes with trees on their back? That's closer to it. Like, Elestrals feels like it's trying way too hard to be different. Instead of just making itself better. And I say that because, like, okay, their energy system, that does solve the problem of Magic the Gathering's energies and Pokemon's energies. You can't get mana screwed. But it being tied to your life basically means that if a duel isn't going your way, you just kind of lose if you drop below the amount of energy left that you would need to do your combo to win. So, you know, fundamentally, like, okay, that opponent during my tutorial duel, doing their entire combo, they went down to like, I think they went down to like 11 life just comboing, because you spend your life to do things. So, if I dropped them down to, say, 8 life left, they can't do their combo anymore. Whatever their combo was actually trying to do, I don't know. But they would lose the ability to properly do their combo. You know, let's go return this lost item, and then let's get some Nook Miles tickets and go adventuring. See if I can find ourselves another goth to move in, or at least an animal that looks like it would make sense to have a bunch of, like, black flowers around their house. Flowers. Hey, CJ. I don't have an angular sauna. I do not consent to pictures. CJ, I do not. CJ. CJ. That's rude. Alright, we got 6 fish. I know 2 of them are decently expensive. The red snapper and the dorado. 15,000 bells. 36. God damn it. I'm so bad at this. At least it definitely gives me a money bag, so. I need to put money away. I'll be heading into the Civic Center anyway, so. Oh, Muffy's right here, and thinking. Oh, hey, been searching high and low for my lost bag. It's got something really important inside. You mean like what? It's important, that's all. Okay, okay. It's the key to my first motorcycle. It's got a lot of, what do you call it, sentimental value. So if I didn't drop it around here, then where is it? You're offering? Then yeah. Fine for me, they'll be happier than flower and dirt. I've literally got it right here. Yeah, I just didn't have a chance to give you your bag. Here you go. Whoa, got it back. Ooh, that's a relief. We'll talk about a relief. I know just how to show my thanks. Get a shirt. I'll give you a suit of lights. No need to thank me. I'm thanking you. Oh, I didn't need that anyway. Now she's gonna exercise. Probably shouldn't do that on the cliff. That could be dangerous, but... Well, maybe the extra adrenaline of that would actually help with, like... building muscle faster. Maybe. Would definitely help with energy, so, you know. Maybe she's onto something. Maybe I need to start exercising at the edge of a cliff. Maybe that's why so many, like, action movies, they have the master teaching his pupil on the edge of a cliff. Maybe that's all that's going on. Is trying to get that that adrenaline pumping. But yeah, like I'm in the camp of I do really want to like Elestrals, but right now No, I cannot recommend Elestrals Clash. It's not good at the moment. And the thing that kind of gets me is I've seen gameplay of their closed beta. And the only thing that seems particularly new about the open beta is they've added a tutorial at a cash shop. Like, it seems to have all of the same problems that the open beta had, but you can now pay money. And don't you want to pay money? Like, that's all it kind of feels like. So let's get some Nook Miles tickets. I think I've got some at my house already, but this is gonna take a hot minute. But like, the tutorial isn't even good. Like, the problem with tutorials in card games is they only ever explain the most basic of mechanics. They don't really ever explain more than that. And that's a problem when your game is more complicated than the basic mechanics. I understand you don't want to overwhelm the new player with lots of information, but when you're giving them access to every single card in your game for free right away, you kind of need to actually show them how to do everything, because they have access to everything. Like, if I was to sit somebody down in front of every single Yu-Gi-Oh card and go, there you go, build a deck, with only explaining to them how to normal summon, tribute summon, you know, what the various zones are, I'd be doing them a massive disservice. Because they're not gonna understand how to synchro summon, link summon, XyZ summon, pendulum summon. They're not gonna understand that special summons and normal summons are named backwards. They'll probably just end up with a pile of monsters with maybe a couple spell traps that draw cards, because, you know, drawing cards is good. You want to draw cards. You ever see the Avatar of the Pot? That's how it feels to draw 2 cards. Like, that is just how it feels to draw cards. So, like, you know, that's what they'll end up with. And then they'll play against somebody who's playing an actual, like, competent archetype deck, and they'll be sitting there after having normal summoned their 2000 attack beater thinking, yeah, what are they gonna do against that? 2000 attack's pretty big. Haven't seen a level 4 with higher attack than that. That's good. And then their opponent combos off for, like, half an hour, building the biggest board of big beefy boys this person's ever seen, while they have no interaction to stop them, because they looked at the hand traps but went, why would I play these? What good are these? Because they don't understand the other decks. They don't know what other decks are capable of, so they don't know that they kind of need hand traps to stop them. And then they get completely just annihilated and probably quit because they weren't given the information they need to succeed. It's why every Yu-Gi-Oh! Like I could grab the instruction booklet out of my Crystal Beast deck over there, and it explains how to synchro summon, how to link summon, the importance of the extra deck, the XyZ monsters, pendulum monsters, even though it contains none of those. It has fusions. Like, it explains them all, though, because you need to understand them all. You need to understand the importance of the extra deck, the power of special summoning. Like, there's some things that instruction booklet doesn't explain, but that's where the full rule book does come into play. But I've not even seen somewhere on Elestrals Clash to read a rule book. I would read a rule book if they offered me one, as long as it actually explained everything. Which is probably my biggest pet peeve with card game rulebooks, is when they don't explain everything. They think they do, but they don't. I'll grab the rest of the part later. Like, it's very frustrating to deal with a card game that just expects you to know what you're doing, when you have no realistic way of knowing what you're doing before you play the game. It would be different if everybody was just gaining access to the game now. Like, if it hadn't already existed in paper first. Because the fact it existed in paper first means that there is a lot of people showing up to Elestrals Clash Open Beta who already know the meta. They're already playing the best decks. If we were all still figuring this out together, it would be different. But we're not. Please. Ooh, I kind of like this little island. Yeah, I can probably just get around the island like this. We got a duck. They don't look like they would fit with what we're trying to fill. Bill. Moving this train is just the best, isn't it? I'm Bill. What's your name? Steven, huh? Great to meet you. You're not from Astera, are you? You are? I didn't know it was real. Right, the best abs on the planet come from there, quacko. Nah. That's flab, maybe. Nah, I can't say that. I've actually been gaining, like, a good amount of muscle mass. It is actually kind of funny how, like, yesterday while I was exercising, I ended up moving in such a way that I could actually feel the muscles under my gut, like, pressing into my hand. It was weird, but good. So it's like, yeah, okay, I'm definitely making progress. Piranha. Piranha. Narana. Bob. Okay, this river is weird. Bill, do you know this river's weird? But, like, I do hope that Elestrals Clash gets better, because I'm always down for more card games. I actually kind of want to poke into Shadowverse again, because Shadowverse was neat back in the day. I've heard they have caused some problems lately with basically power creep. But that's just how card games go. Like, sorry to say to people, but like, that's just how things are with card games. Power creep happens. And yeah, it sucks, but that's just how it is. I should grab a few more summer shells before they're no longer available. I've not gotten, like, any recipes to use with them. I think it's because I haven't really been shooting down any, balloons. I've not been doing very great at my balloons tower defense. And, like, I don't overly mind power creep. You can work around it. And what I mean by that is, like, just don't care about being the #1 player ever, and you'll be fine. I mean, I want to go to a different island, but I gotta go home first, so... I have no idea how many tickets I have. I wasn't keeping track, and I'm too lazy to check. So, we're just gonna do a few of these. I'll probably do more of these, like, off-camera. Probably later tonight, if I don't find anybody while recording. And, like, I do want to try playing it more, and I'm probably going to net deck to build out a deck, and then, like, go from there. Because, like, the game does do a terrible job of explaining things. And there are some cards. I was trying to find it again, but there's one card that's like, you know, do blank to blank to then blank, and they're all keywords, and it doesn't explain what any of them mean. It also is a case of, like, the game also, like, if, say, there's one of the Earth things I was looking at where it's like, when you play this, search your deck for this specific card, and it's like, okay, but what is that card? Is this? Lobo! Yes, we've met! Lobo! Come on, man, it's your old mayor! We've met, name's Lobo. Nice to meet you here, wherever here is. I'm a mite fuzzy on that part. Oh, rude. Steven, right? From Astera? Long way from home. At least I think you are. Well, we got our reasons for being where we are, I reckon. So you could puzzle out mine. Yeah, I mean, we've had Lobo before. Back in Sapphire. So, you know. I would get him again, but yeah, we have had Lobo before. And there's only a few villagers I would gladly take again if they showed up. Basically being like, Tia. If Tia shows up, yes, I'm taking that cutie patootie again. Why can I not think of her name? It started with an F. I drew her. Why can I not think of her? Fuchsia. That's her name. If Fuchsia showed up again, I would gladly take her as well. If Mott showed up, I'm gonna burn that island to the ground. Anyone who's not seen my New Leaf series, Mott was the town villain for while he was around. Dude showed up, plopping his house down right in the dead set middle of an intersection, forcing me to rework my road around him. Because you've seen how I do paths. Like, I don't place down pathing, I just place the thing down, because this kind of stuff can happen. I want this kind of stuff to happen. And then the first thing he does is, hey, go get me some fruit. It's like, what? I'm the mayor! And then I bring him the fruit. Next thing he does, hey, go get me some more fruit. Like, he was just demanding stuff constantly. And, like, he very quickly became the town villain. Just, like, spent a long while trying to get him to leave. He eventually did, and I got to actually finish that path. It was nice. Alright, who we got here? Who is this? Lucky. I don't like her eyes. What's up? I don't think we've met. My name's Plucky. It's yours, Chicky Poo. Steven, huh? Where are you from? Astera. Little island's great. So nice to be able to chill in the middle of absolutely nowhere. Maybe I'll at least soak up the peace in, peace. Take care. Yeah, I don't... Her colors are just... At least I'm assuming it's a her. based on the name. Nah, she out. Okay, I've got 11 tickets left, so... Love how I saw I was too lazy to check, and I just did. Alright, next island. But yeah, like, I do want to give, like, a proper deck a try before I really, like, say one way or another, but at the moment, I can't recommend Elestrals Clash to a new card game player. Even me, as someone who's been playing card games for freaking ever and has never had an issue understanding a new card game, it's confusing to me. Like, once I've learned the base mechanics of games, the thing I tend to struggle with is deck building. And I'm struggling with the basic mechanics of Elestrals. Because they just don't make sense. Like, I wish they did. It would be really nice if they did, but they don't. Like, here is the thing I will give, and anyone who's been playing Magic long enough to know this keyword. In my opinion, banding makes more sense than the majority of Elestrals. Banding. Callie. Oh, hello there. My name's Callie. You're Steven. Wait, came all the way from Astera? Definitely more well-traveled than me. Trying to fix that. Exploring new places like this island. Mom always said there's magic in chance encounters, so I'm glad we ran into each other like this. Wouldn't mind another squirrel, but I don't think she would exactly fit the flowers. I'll poke another island. I mean, all else fails, I have amiibo cards. I could just go through those and pick some Muddeep, but I like doing it this way. It's more fun this way. Because, like, you never know who you're gonna meet. Meanwhile, with the amiibo cards, I know who I'm gonna meet. I have the amiibo cards. I want all the amiibo cards eventually, but, like, for now, I'm good with what I got. I like opening the packs of them, so, like, I'd want more packs. Which I know is the worst way of going about it, but I like opening card packs. I'm a card game player. We all love that, even if it does make more financial sense just to buy singles. But, yeah, like, I want to at least be able to provide, like, tangible feedback for the Elestrals devs. Being like, yeah, here's where you need to improve to make me actually able to recommend your game. And a lot of the things, though, are things that realistically they can't change because they're just baked into the card game. And I don't want to be the dick to be like, yeah, scrap your game, start again. Is that Sky? That's Sky. Yep. Wow, I'd be the only one on this tour. I'm Sky. You're Steven? Yep. You really come here all the way from Astera? Yeah, I flew past Astera once. Looked pretty from the air. I have mixed feelings about this animal, and it's not her fault. This is another case of, for those who weren't around during the New Leaf series, my ex goes by the nickname of Sky, just literally like the Sky, so like not with the lettering like that. But it's said the same way. And also Sapphire, the name of my town in New Leaf, was another nickname of hers. You can tell I was in love, at least. I didn't like pick to have Sky on the island, but you know. It was like, oh man, this is really cool. It's like I have both of her nicknames in my town. It's great. That made things a lot worse when the breakup happened, because it was like, yeah, now I have like constant reminders of this person. in my town. But I also didn't want to get rid of Sky, because, like, it's not her fault that she shares a name with a not very good person. So now I'm mixed, because I kind of want to get Sky again, because she is a cute villager. She doesn't work with the flowers, though. That is a definite. She does not work with those flowers. So I just messed up probably a money fish, but oh well. I think for my own mental sake, I'm gonna leave Sky here. I like that animal though, but it's really unfortunate how she shares a name. Like, that is unfortunate. And, like, I don't want anyone to think, like, oh, I hate Sky. No, I like the animal. She's so freaking cute. No, I'm getting Sky. You can't stop me. I'm doing it. And I'm going to give my reasoning right now. I want to make positive memories with this name. Yeah, I've already got some, but I want to make more. Is it true what they say about how travel broadens your horizons? This change of scenery has given me a new perspective on life back on my island. I like it well enough, but move to mine. Wow, such a great idea. Thank you for encouraging me. When I ran into you, I never expected to be invited to live on your island. Unless you were just teasing me. Do you really mean it, Airmail? You'll love it there. Oh, this is all so exciting. I can't wait to start packing up my big move after this tour. If I remember right, I'm supposed to contact someone named Tom Nook about relocating Airmail. Better do that before I forget. Bam. There we go. I'm ready to go home. Got my new villager, so I'm good to go. I am going to need to change around those flowers, but you know what? I don't care. I'm doing it. Like... I'm content with that. You could probably, I don't know if I was that plain in my expression, but like you could probably tell I was very much debating that internally, just like, because I do like that villager. Like, before I even knew that villager's name, I was like, oh man, she's cute. So like, so voice crack. Like, she's cute. I like that. And I learned the name, and it was like, oh man, that's even better. And then everything went down, and it's like, ah, no, that's worse now. That's a bad now. Okay, we got a few little fishies. Got 5 of them. But, yeah. I'm gonna make it a good. Because she's cute, and is far more deserving of that name. Whoops. Let me talk with Caroline. Can I get your help with something? Bella's always helping me out, so I bought her a present. Now I feel funny just walking up to her with a gift out of the blue. I wonder if you'd mind giving it to her for me? I don't mind at all. So much. Here, this is it. Pretty sure she's home. At least she was when we left the island, so. No, it's not a lot to ask. It's noon. There's plenty of today left. That is not a big ask. I say knowing full well that I would also be there, like, yeah, it's a lot to ask, but could you do this, like, this week? You know? Snake's got some shades on. Yeah, we're gonna sell these fish to CJ first. Ah, man. Buy my fish. I'm gonna say 5,000 bells. Nah, 6,000. I'll take it. I'm gonna count that as I got it right. Because I'm less than 200 bells off. It's 120 bells off. I'm gonna count that as I got it right. Because, like, I'm not going for overly specific, but if it's close enough, I will count it. So there's 1 win for me and, like, 80 wrongs, but, you know. It's good to see you, Snorty. Livery! Could it be? It's a gift from Caroline for Gala! Guess you should go ahead and open it. Look at this! It's a chef's outfit! It's just my style, too. I should try it on now. Yep. I will look away. Oh, that's adorable. That looks great. So I'm glad. Makes sense that Caroline would know what looks good on me. Thanks for coming here with this. It's not much, but here's a layered tank. Man, I do like it when my tanks have layers. It's better protection that way. They're a bit heavier when you do them like that, but like that, the spacing of those layers may as well be extra armor. It's pretty cool. Now, what kind of flowers am I gonna put around Sky's house? I kind of want to go with some of these. I might just go with the whites of these, but I want to grow more of these first. I could also go with, like, these. Whatever these are. I forget that. Well, it's this type of flower. What are you? White pansies. Okay. So I could go with white pansies, because they're both white and blue, which fits her color scheme. And there is a lot of them already around here, so that would work. Yeah. That could definitely work. Just have to move some flowers around. But, yeah, let's find somewhere to pop a squat. I don't want to sit at the table again. You know, it's been a while since we sat on the beach. Let's come, like, actually, let's come lounge on the beach. Heck yeah. Lounging. But yeah, I've been going definitely long enough for today. Hopefully, things work out fine. Yesterday's episode was a bit of a nightmare to edit because for whatever reason, the webcam got desynced from where it should have been compared to the audio for the second half of the day. So I had to fight with that, and I thought I had it synced up twice, but didn't. So I had to re-edit yesterday twice. It was not fun. Right, no, before we do this, I need to go check turnips. What am I doing? What is my turnip price? I gotta go see what our turnip price is. 'Cause I haven't done that. I only checked the morning price. My brain was like, right, I've checked them for today. It's like, no, I haven't. I haven't checked the brain. Work with me here. So I guess we're gonna be, we are still gonna lounge on the beach, but first we gotta do this. Turnip price. 137. That feels like that's probably about as high as it's gonna go this week. I think I'll sell off camera. That is a small profit. I'll take it. I'll sell off camera. With that, I want to say thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Horizons. See you all then. And now on this end card, I'd like to ask, if you liked the video, could you maybe hit the like button? And if you're not subscribed, could you maybe subscribe? It'd help me out a lot. Thanks a bunch.